Hello, you're watching Rockflesh TV.
Rockflesh TV!
We're Tuskar.
Tuskar!
And here we are, rockflesh.com at Bloodstock, and I am absolutely chuffed to have the boys from Tuskar with me. Pretty much, let's start, you know, the question you've probably been asked 100 times. That sound, that drum-led sound, you know, was it something when you thought about it, right, let's do something completely fucking different to everybody else?
Yeah, to be honest, it was just basically I brought him in to keep me company.
Yeah. We just don't have enough friends to make a full band, so we just filled it out that way.
And I must admit, I've said that in reviews because, you know...
We know.
Don't disrespect you. You fucking own the thing. Really
honest, mate, I don't really think it is that way. Like, without... Like, the fact that it's just two of us is more based
it's
about
the sum of more than its parts, you know? Like, it's minimal parts, but they come together
and
to add to
if
more.
there was extra members, the way we gel as a band and just us singularly doesn't work with more people.
It like changed how it works.
Initially, we did try a few bass players and things like that. I'm like, I want to do this. You're pointless. Get out of here.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah. So yeah, we just stuck at two because of the way we vibe together and the way we write, and it just works perfectly.
Yeah, because it's always been a very we just write music that's like fun for us. So it's never been like, well, we need all of this stuff to like add to it. We're like, no, it's just. It's honest, what we create is that's it. And
it's basically doom but punk.
Yeah. Don't want to add too much extra stuff to the pot, you know, allow the flavours that are in there to shine, I think is the thing.
Well, there is, you know, sort of, not in a way blowing smoke, but what works is...
Smoke, man, you smoke.
I was smoke away. Is the drums, rather than being the thing at the bottom, actually it's there right at the front. It's almost playing the guitar room.
In a way, yeah, I think kind of because there's only two of us, we try to add extra, like we have no front man, so I have to be the front man behind the kit, so it's kind of make that part of the fucking energy.
A lot of the music is like very rhythmic based as well, where it like, you know, people, it's almost danceable but very heavy, and that comes from the drum rhythms and stuff, which is
very tribal.
Very tribal. So do you get sick and tired of the inevitable white stripes thing? Because anytime you get two people together in a band, the white stripes come up.
Royal blood. People be like, oh, it's royal blood, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I mean, I think there's so many bands at two pieces now that it's sort of like a thing more than like you can be like, oh, it's all like royal blood, but I'm like, there's so many other bands like, you know, Big Business, Mantar, like there's tons of bands out there that are two pieces that like do interesting things, and I think because they're two pieces, they all have a unique sound to themselves because it like it makes you make different things because of the sounds that you're creating rather than having that traditional band setup. So I think so, like we do get that like comparison, but it's that's their loss, you know.
Like, there's so many like people that we meet and they're like, oh, you're in a two-piece band, well, like Royal Blood. It's like
all the time.
Come and watch us.
Like Royal Blood.
Yeah, that's what we are. Nothing like fucking Royal Blood.
Fucking wish we were, mate. We'd actually make some money then.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Or you can then just start swearing at your audience.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, we're really disappointed with this.
Yeah. Exclusive, you heard it here. Yes.
Invoice me for the microphone.
Yeah. So, well, the other thing I really want to chat with you about, Damnation, you're doing the album in the entirety.
Yep.
Is it going to be the first time, only time? Yeah. I see a level of trepidation there.
Well, there's on the album there's parts that have like 4 guitars going.
One song.
Yeah, there's that one song that has like 4 guitars going, so we've got to try and figure that out. I think we're going to try and get some guests on board to come and do those like extra harmony parts and just have that, because we're doing the whole album. We probably won't be doing this ever again, but for a long time.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, there's no plans right now. We haven't learnt the whole album again yet. There's still songs we need to figure out, but.
So how did it come about? Was it like to gather and go, here's a wad of cash, please come and do the album?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, Gav's a good friend of mine. Worked with him quite a bit. And yeah, he was like, so what are we going to do then? Are we going to do Tuskar? And I was like, I want to do something different though. He's like, okay, yeah, what do you want to do? And he's like, full album. And I was like, fuck off.
I mean, where's the guitar? There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's only that, it's like a little interlude in the middle of the album. If we're doing the album in full, we've got to add it. Do you know what I mean? So,
but I think having the guests come and do that,
it's going to make it a bit more of a cool and special set.
Yeah. It'll make it a little bit special to see and stuff like that. And there's some tracks Actually, to be fair, other than that interlude, there's only one song we don't play live regularly. Like we always kind of change things here and there. It's never 100%
throw a
the
new
same.
song in as well.
You know, but we'll probably chuck some new stuff at the end. You know,
there'll be bits of the album that no one's ever heard before because we just jam.
But yeah, we might improv off of the album. It'll be like.
You could end up like 3-hour set.
Hopefully. If
well, yeah, I was gonna say, I have a feeling the stage crew would be pretty pissed if we did that.
And that sort of set listing, I think I've always been really interested in bands is, do you get bored when you do the same one again and again and again? Do you move it round almost just to keep your own interest?
We tend to quite a lot of the time we'll go off on tangents. Yeah. Like if we're playing a song, we'll just randomly start jamming at the end of something and just try and make everything a bit more interesting. To be honest, it's not about the crowd, it's about us, for us. You know what I mean? In not like a selfish way, but it's like this is our release, this is our way of enjoying our day. If you enjoy it too, then that's fucking brilliant.
I think that's what people enjoy about it is that we're like quite often we play and people come up to us and they're like, oh, you seem pretty like laid back on stage and like we're cracking jokes and like not being like super miserable, even though the music is pretty fucking heavy and miserable.
It's sad,
but like really? We're like, you know, we're having fun, and if we have fun, I think people enjoy that too. Yeah. And when it comes to writing set lists, like there are staples that we're like, we know we can have. Like we don't live very close to each other anymore, so it's kind of hard for us to regularly rehearse and stuff. So we kind of have to make sure we've got like the songs that work, and then we'll just be like, all right, maybe we're feeling to put this in, change up the order and stuff like that. But it also, again, different set times, you know, sometimes the festivals are like different places, and we'll be like, you know, maybe we're gonna play some more riffy songs at Bloodstock, maybe we're doing like, you know, Desert Fest or something, we'll play the dronier, longer form stuff, you know, like we have that choice because our songs are all so different, so we can kind of just like, oh, we'll just chuck bits where we kind of
fits us on different bills quite nicely, so we can just jump between certain things.
And it's very obvious from chatting to the two of you that, you know, you're having a blast doing this, you're really enjoying it. Do you ever like pinch yourself about the amount of, there is hype, you know, there is definitely hype about you, lots of publications like ourselves have been going, fucking hell, this is good. You know, do you sometimes pinch yourself and go, actually people are interested in us?
It's strange, I kind of like, we're kind of like, well, I mean, personally, I'm so like,
tired.
Focused on like focused on it as like, again, like a personal thing that all of like the excess stuff outside, I'm like, well, that's cool, but like it doesn't really ever like land home that like what, like that it's actually real people with opinions and stuff about like art we've created. To us, it's just like, oh, I'm just, you know, we're still just a band putting out music on like on the internet or whatever. It just happens.
I don't even think it's really something that we've ever focused on. I don't think it's ever really been. There's never been a goal. It's just making music with your best mate to enjoy yourself. Like every album or everything we write has got a message or something that's happened to us personally in it. So it's really just an outlet of that, and like the energy and like the love that people have brought along with that is amazing. Obviously.
It is surreal. It's strange because we both work in the music industry and like other things, so we work with other bands, and it's I see other bands that do successful things and they go off and get all of the hype and things. I'm like, oh, it's great, and I see it for them. It doesn't ever sort of like register that it's happening back when we're playing. I'm not sure why that is. I think the whole like, because we have the music industry as like a career side other than us playing in a band, we kind of like separate it, like, and it becomes that this is just like a real personal have a good time thing for us. And I think we just let it go as it comes.
The hype is real, you know, and having seen you a number of times, I'm always absolutely blown away with what you're doing, and the album is brilliant. A couple of more irreverent questions to end the interview with. So if you were going to do Tuskar Fest, if you were basically, or Tuskar Stock, whatever you want to call it. Tuskar Stock, you know, you heard it here first. If you do Tuskar Stock, who would be on it?
Denzel Curry.
Oh, very nice.
Headlining?
Yeah, I reckon.
I'd have to put Big Business on there because like, as a two-piece, they're probably one of our like, well, personally one of my biggest inspirations. So I couldn't have them. I could not have. I mean, I say Big Business. We all know that we just love Mastodon, so we could probably have to chuck them in there as well.
I was just thinking of school.
Denzel Curry, you, and then sort of, and then Big Business.
Oh man, that list would just be too long. I don't think we'd be able to
where do we even start? Can we get Herbie Hancock to play? I think that'd be great. That's what we're talking about.
We've got such a collective music taste. Like you fucking love jazz, I love hip hop and drill and grime, and we
just gonna book Morag Tong, mate. The best doom metal band in the world, Morag Tong.
You heard it here first.
Morag Tong, mate. That's the one. I love them.
So we're now at a 3-day festival. We've sort of moved from one day.
We could do a week. We'll go full Hellfest.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
There'll be about 10 people there. We'll be broke as fuck at the end of it.
Yeah.
But you would have had a good time.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man.
That's all that matters. And final one, if you were going to go and make Tuskar the cocktail, what would be in Tuskar the cocktail?
Tequila.
Tequila. I like the way there was no hesitation there. Straight in tequila.
My nickname used to be Tequila.
Does tequila and gin mix? Can we mix tequila,
Fuck
gin?
it, let's try it.
Tequila, gin, like cranberry juice and a little bit of like...
Well, the band's always been of a bit of taste, hasn't
A
it?
little bit of fruit, a little bit of this. Oh, I don't know, I don't make cocktails. Really show myself up as not a cocktail maker.
I
used to work at a bar, I don't fucking clue.
It's all coming out here, isn't it?
Yeah, something that you don't want to drink.
Right.
Because
Okay.
it's disgusting.
Right.
Tequila,
Like the
a little bit
Ritz.
of mud, you know.
Nice.
Bit of skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got fucking tequila, there you go.
Absolutely fine. Tequila.
Pure pint of
Just
tequila.
No, yeah,
Tuskar
it's just
cocktail.
pure tequila, that's it.
Fuck it, I'm too lazy. That's why I say two members.
That is probably the most horrible cocktail I can think of, is just a cocktail
Pint
with
of tequila.
Yeah.
By the way, there's one thing that we want to mention.
Yeah.
His name is Tom Dimmock.
Timmock.
Tom
Tim
Dimmock.
Yeah, Timmock.
Not Tim Hammond.
No.
Oh god.
It's all good.
You love it. You're only doing the fucking interview just to basically sort of a...
He said that all long ago. I can't wait for this.
Excellent, excellent.
I loved
yes.
it.
The fucking that basically got the name wrong. Let's go and talk to
Yeah,
him
straight away.
and just give him a fucking hard time.
Love it.
Excellent.
No, this has been a really nice interview.
It's been
Thank
great. It's been fantastic. You've been watching rockplace.com. This is Tuskar.
Oh yeah!
And believe it, the hype is real. Check out these guys. They're fucking amazing. See you soon.